Hello everybody and welcome back. This is actually episode 12 despite my misnomer in the last episode. Today we are just going to show we've gotten into winter. Hooray. So season early winter, December 3rd. So December, January and February will be winter time. So we've got 8, 16, 24 days of winter to survive. All of my crops, well, not every single one, but just about all of them have died. I've just dug up all the seeds and put them back in there. Cabbage still seems to be growing, so I don't know what's up with that, but leave it for now. These onions finally died. And yeah, onions and barley seem to be the last ones that stayed alive. So if you're looking for a late autumn crop, those would be your bet. And then the cabbage, not sure why, but they are still going. I figured onions would last through the winter, but I suppose not. With winter comes shelter, and I've almost got my house finished except for the glass. Still got to figure out how to make the glass, but that is what it is. Chonky, thick chimney. I really didn't look the like of just like the 2x2, and then when I squared it out into like the 9x or the 3x3, that looked really weird. So I put some stairs in there. Hopefully that looks a little bit interesting. It would be a lot better on a larger building for sure, but it is what it is here. Got most of the roof all sorted out. Built some doors. Got this section all figured out. Got my forge area worked out here. I now have this set up, so I've got to peep through this little window here to use my forge, and just got to finish off the roof transitioning here and get in the ends of the shelter there, and then turning this into an indoor area is definitely going to wait quite a while, because I wanted to keep going with the chestnut in here, because that's a nice warm color. I think would work well in the hot pool area. But yeah, these chestnut trees over here aren't growing too fast. Just a note, the chestnut for some reason shows up on the tooltips as branch. So whereas Hevia, like all the other types, will show up as their wood type plus branch. Chestnut is the one kind that kind of shows up without a different, or without the specific kind on it. So just get a couple more chestnut trees planted, get them started anyways for harvesting later. Thankfully berries don't go bad, so that's a good thing that I got these guys going here. So I've got some emergency backup food there. I've got all my meat cooked up, a little bit of extra berries there, and 4 sandwiches left over is the last of my bread. These are just pure meat sandwiches because I definitely have no vegetables left. I'm going to do a big run around into some of the areas I haven't explored to see if the wild crops stay good through the winter. Pretty sure they won't, but I'll find out. I'll report back if I manage to find any fresh vegetables. If I do, then I'll be able to get some more grains and we'll be able to have sandwiches through the winter. Otherwise, I may try to figure out how to make the soups. That's really interesting how the snow, it rained, so that's where the snow came from, and the snow is only appearing in the area I had chunk loaded, it looks like. So that's pretty interesting. We'll have to test that theory the next time the snow is out, if I'm out around traveling somewhere, if that happens like that or not. So yeah, real short episode here just to go over all of that stuff. I was I did another charcoal pit, got the full 9x9 or 3x3 in there, and you light it by throwing a torch on it and just waiting a couple of minutes, or not a minutes, seconds for it to start until it like catches on fire, and then you plug it up real quick. So once you throw the torch on top of your wood pile and it smolders, and then the flame comes up, then you want to cover it right away. And then you will get the full charcoal pit going. So I did manage to figure that out. Read up a whole bunch of new chapters opened up there. Stuff I had learned mostly by watching other YouTube videos and in the wiki. So I just have read up on here. So the next step will be getting to iron. To get to iron, we're going to need stuff like the fire clay, and then getting the bloomery. And the bloomery looks like it's 8 double sheets mixed together. And then let's just go in here and see what double sheets take. So any double sheet is 2 regular sheets. 1 sheet is a double ingot. So there you go. We're going to need 8 times 2, 16 16 ingots of bronze to be able to make the bloomery. And then we'll also need to go out and find the iron. And then I also believe you have to cook iron with flux in the bloomery for it to work, but when we get there, we'll get there. Not in any huge rush now that we're into winter. I'm going to be focusing more on keeping myself fed and making it through the winter, and then finishing off my house here, and then figuring out an outbuilding for tinkers, because that's probably going to be the next thing I'm looking to go towards, so that we can finally get out of doing the whole pit kilns, forges, bloomeries, and all of that stuff. But we definitely need to get through to iron tech before we can get into tinkers proper. Now that it's nighttime, we may as well just sign off, because you guys aren't going to be able to see anything. It's brighter in-game than it is on the videos, I've noticed, so that's why sometimes I forget I'm recording at night. Do apologize for that once again. But yeah, just a quick update video just to show the first days of winter, and I probably be doing a lot of stuff off camera, so might even be, halfway through winter before we get to the next episode where we have something else to show off in here. I did give the anvil forging another try. I'm still having troubles with it. Just getting it figured out what the pattern is to do to work to get one of the ingots worked out. I'd also like to get some lamps in here for light, but I need to find an olive tree. Apparently you can make olive lamps in here, but I know that if I put down the torches inside my house there, then they're probably just going to go out within 3 or 4 days, something like that, so they don't last very long at all. So the lamps might be an interesting thing to do. Anyways, that's it for this. Oh yeah, the inside of my forge, I made this nice little pattern here. Maybe I can figure out something to put, like a painting or something to put on there, but I did make some paper with the sugar cane. The recipe's pretty easy. You just take 3 sugar cane and a knife in the crafting grid, and that will give you your paper. So I do have 6 paper, but I was also looking at doing different doors, which is why I made the paper in the first place. And then these Malice's doors. Where did I see other Malice doors? Oh, Macaw's doors, these ones. So you need door prints to make them, which take regular paper on top of a normal door anyways. So I decided against that and just went with the Terrafirmacraft type there, just some boring ones to start. Make things a little bit fancier maybe in the future. So that is it for this episode. We will see you in the next one.